Yes. Yes. Both Itadori and I are going to be all right. He's being treated by Ieri, and doing much better now. I take it you've seen no sign of that curse down in the sewers. I see. He got away. That part is unsettling. It's not your fault. For now, we'll have to use the info we've learned and prepare for a future encounter. All right. Goodbye, Ino. Oh, it's you. I was just touching base with Ino on what happened. I suppose it would be a good idea to update you and the rest of the staff as well. The curse that Itadori and I faced. What's this about? There's no need to cry. What's gotten into you? You were that worried? I didn't realize the situation affected you so much. Now. There's no need to be shedding so many tears on my account. I did come back alive after all. It's not like you to get so worked up. Normally, you keep a level head in all work-related situations. No, don't apologize. More tears? I see. They're tears of relief, then. Here. You can use my handkerchief if you want. Like I said, there's no need to apologize. Back when I first faced the curse with the patchwork face, and you saw my injuries, I did notice you seemed upset. He was a lot more dangerous than any of us expected. I assume that's why you were so concerned when you found out I was facing him again today. I wish I could tell you it was a piece of cake and that I walked away unscathed this time. But, truth be told, that curse is quite a formidable opponent. Actually, if it wasn't for Itadori, or Sukuna rather, I'd be dead right now. I know that's probably not something you wanted to hear. But staring death in the face today, I at least took comfort in knowing that I felt prepared for it. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I wanted to die. I only mean that if I had, I would have gone without any regrets. Are you angry with me? I really didn't mean that I was trying to throw my life away. You know I'm not one to do something like that. I value my life. But you understand the nature of our job. We're trained to go up against deadly curses, and the truth is that sometimes we must make the ultimate sacrifice in order to save others. It seems I'm not doing very well at calming you down. I'm sorry. I assure you, the only reason I accepted death in the moment was because I saw no possible way around the curse's domain expansion. You really have to stop this worrying on my account. I don't like seeing you in this state. Save that energy and take care of yourself the next time you go up against a curse. You have a kind heart, which is one of your most admirable traits, but it can also be one of your greatest downfalls. It leads you to get worked up for no reason. You and Itadori have that in common. The both of you spend way too much time worrying about others. When I asked him to update me on the situation today, the first thing he did was express guilt at not being able to save the two victims. He didn't even consider his own injuries. I couldn't help but to think to myself, it was something you'd do too. I don't think you have the right to argue with me on that, especially while you're still sniffling. Like I said, your compassion isn't always a bad thing. Actually, it's something I've admired about you. But it's also one of the reasons I worry about you. Well, yeah, I worry. I suppose that does make me a hypocrite. Then again, it's not like I become so concerned that I throw myself at you when you return from missions. I was only joking. I'm not upset with you for that. It just caught me off guard was all. I'm sorry I didn't realize how you were feeling. Of course, I knew you cared, and we've been close friends for some time now. But I didn't think about how badly you might be affected, were something to happen to me. Not that knowing would have changed the situation, but I do feel guilty for being oblivious to the pain you've been in. On a positive note, we've at least made some progress in understanding the abilities of that curse. There's also the possibility he's working with the two special-grade curses Gojo came into contact with recently. The more that we run into these curses, the more chances we'll have to analyze them, and eventually exorcise them. Although, it's unnerving that we let that one escape. He's still a fairly young curse, and he's just begging to realize his full potential. It would have been ideal to take care of him then and there. You're right. We survived the encounter, and I'm thankful for that. Oh, that's all right. You don't have to worry about messing up my shirt. It's seen a lot worse than a few of your tears. And you can keep the handkerchief. Was there something else you wanted to talk to me about? Well, the way you're fidgeting and looking to the side, it seems like something is still the matter. Now's as good a time as any. You stuck around just to make sure I returned safely. Besides, it would be quite rude of me to leave you after making you cry. The thought of losing me, it made you realize that... I pardon my bluntness, but are you saying that your concern for me stems from something deeper? I see. How long have you felt this way? You mean a lot to me. Well, of course you do. Your warmth and kindness drew me in from the day we met. I've always seen you as a genuine person, and one of the few friends who I can confide in. And you're certainly the one who cares enough to cry when my life is put at risk. Truth be told, I've known for a while that the way I feel about you goes beyond how one should feel about a friend. But, for one thing, it's unprofessional for me to even consider such a relation with my coworker. And, for another, I never thought I'd see you return those feelings. But you do. Now that it's out in the open, I know it's forward of me to say, but I have no doubt that I have romantic feelings for you. These feelings are quite inconvenient. Yet, each day they only seem to grow stronger. To hear that you feel the same, it makes me content. Of course, a selfish part of me has always wanted this moment to happen, but I didn't think that it ever would. Can you take my hands? As much as I'd like to kiss you right now, we are on Jujutsu Tech property, which is highly unprofessional. Besides, I want to take you on a date first. Yeah, I suppose a peck on the cheek is acceptable. Do you have plans tomorrow evening? How about we get dinner? My treat, of course. Perfect. I'm looking forward to it. I don't plan on fighting any curses beforehand, so I'll be a lot more cleaned up for our get-together. Alright, you can think about where you'd like to go. I need to go check on Itadori now, and finish up my reports on the incident. Until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Oh, and thank you for everything. I'll see you soon. Hello again. I've enjoyed our time together. If you'd like, you can consider subscribing to the channel. For adult listeners, you can find exclusive audios at patreon.com/Anigomi. You can also commission your own audio at anigomi.com/commissions. Now, I have some things to attend to, so I'd better get going.